glad you're here. Good to see you guys. I'm like, why won't it start? I had to make myself a co-host. I'm hidden. Open my camera, unmute. You should have seen me. I was like a little squirrel. So, anyways, I was so stumped. And then I kind of missed it to, apparently I couldn't be this if I didn't hit, make myself a co-host. So, all right, we're getting this party started. First of all, I want to say happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hopefully you had a special time with family and friends. Now, if you had a really hard time, here's a hug from B Gove, right? I mean, there's your chosen peer group, and then there's your inherited family. You know, there's your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle. There's your, you know what I mean? There's some cousins, maybe an uncle, and you didn't necessarily choose them, and they make it kind of tricky to be positive, and you got to kind of grin and bear it sometimes through Thanksgiving or Christmas. We've all had those where someone was mad the turkey was dry, or we ran out of pumpkin pie, or whatever it is. But man, gratitude. That's why Tony Robbins is always talking about gratitude, man. We were so, I don't know if you sit there and you're just like, wow. And if you spent it alone, don't. Call me next year. You come hang out with me in Puerto Rico. We can't have you spending Thanksgiving alone, man. Invite people over, have a hungry man dinner, whatever. We've done it. We've had some low budget Thanksgivings in my past. So, all right, you guys. Well, today, I got some cool things I want to say. So first of all, I want to say, I love you guys. I'm feeling really grateful. We snuck out of Puerto Rico, went home for 4 days and hung out with my 8 kids and just loved on them and hugged them. And I was in and out of my office. It was good. And then we flew back Saturday night, and I've been back at it here. But I want to say I'm just feeling really grateful. So I love you guys. Hopefully it was good for you. Number 2, Merry Christmas. Let me be the first to say it. Merry Christmas. I love the holidays. I don't know if you love them. I love them. This is my time of the year. Just a beautiful time of the year. Okay, so I got that. And then number 2, I want you to write this down. You ready? Everyone take notes. You're going to definitely want to write this down. Do not participate. Do not participate in the recession of December. What do you mean by that? There's a recession every year. There's a recession in December because the agent's like, oh man, I'm tired. I need a break. And I don't blame that, I'm just going to hang out and drink hot chocolate, and eat, things like Christmas cookies, And so don't do it. I've broken sales records in December. I mean, how would you like to just kind of slog it out through December? And I'm saying, don't not have family time. Like when it's time to work, be a beast, get in there and just growl a little. Cave woman, go caveman. But when it's time to be with your family, put the phone in the glove box, because the phone, this little baby right here, is a beast. Put it in the glove box. Be at the play with your 5-year-old, your 9-year-old. Go to church and do the baby Jesus in the manger and watch the 4-year-old sing. It's hysterical. Go be there in the magic of whatever it is you do over the holiday season. Definitely when you're on, baby. And when you're off, be dad, be mom, be a brother, be a sister, be a friend. And so you got to put real estate in a box, right? Box it in, time to work. And so that way you can be a maniac. Write this down. Key salient point number 1 from today's talk: be a maniac. It's like go bananas, BANANAS. And you got to get fired up. You got to go cavewoman, caveman. You got to be a little maniac. Otherwise, if you keep doing the same things, you're going to keep getting the same old results. So I want to say this: do not participate in the recession of December, which is sit back, do nothing. And then between Christmas and January, nobody wants to talk to you anyway, so you do more of nothing. And then the first week in January, heck, you haven't done anything for 4 weeks. You're kind of having a hard time getting going. I mean, you're going to have 5 cups of coffee. This is my 2nd cup of coffee today. I'm down to 2 cups of coffee a day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. It feels good. Don't judge me. Now, so anyways, but here's the deal. In the 2nd week of January, you'd be having like 5 cups of coffee. I don't know why I'm not motivated, because you've been a slug. You haven't done anything. So how would you like to work between now, the 3rd of December, to January 22nd, and just blister it and still enjoy the holidays and still be a mom and still be a dad? So you decide, you define clearly when you're going to work. And then it's time to go to work, baby, and you slay the dragon. So go, 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 go. So number 3, write this down, start tomorrow. And we're going to get a blueprint for success from last week. I didn't forget about the blueprint. That's coming. But start tomorrow. Come up with your plan tonight. I'd say start right now, but some of you are like, oh, wow, maybe he's right. You could be in life, you could be a wandering generality or a meaningful specific. Ask yourself right now, are you a wandering generality? Are you super clear on what your objectives are, on what your goals are? Like, I will be out of debt by July 31st, 2025. Get out of my way. Like, get out of my way. That's some powerful stuff, man. Like, I will pay off that stupid Visa card that's been hanging over my, you get that Visa card, make the minimum payment. No more. That sucker's going to be gone by February 28th. Like, Brent, I owe $14,000. How am I going to pay? Make the statement and you go to work. See, the problem is you don't have the goal, you haven't made the statement, and you're not going to work because you feel beat down, and then pretty soon you feel beat up, and therefore you're sad, and then you're feeling sad. And if you focus on that feeling, pretty soon you're sad that you're feeling sad because you're feeling sad. It's like this spiral down. You're like, I need Xanax. I need 5 cups of coffee because I'm feeling sad. I need 5 mocha lattes. So here's the deal. What are you focused on? Like Tony Robbins is always begging us, focus on love, man. Focus on gratitude. I mean, you can focus on why, but that's not, there's problems in the world. I get it. There's wars. There are things going on. I get it. Let's be a part of the solution. But you feeling bad because of the wars, is not going to help you feed your family. It's not going to help you pay off that Visa card and get out of debt. It's not going to help you slay the dragon. You got to go, yep, and I'm going to be a part of the solution. Like homelessness greatly bothers me. In Puerto Rico, there are no homeless people. There's not one tent. There's no, I don't know why, there's 3.5 million people. Nobody's homeless here. I got to figure out how they do it. But when I go to San Diego, LA, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle, I've been in those towns. It's like, oh my God, it's like there's homeless people everywhere. And it bothers me. And I can promise you, I will and am a part of that solution. But I'm slaying the dragon. And when it's time to work, like I don't miss, I'm here. Let's go. Like I have a duplicatable, repeatable, systematic process. What's yours? I know mine. You need to figure out yours. So I want you to start tomorrow. So it starts with, what is it you want to do over the next, I put 19 days, December 3rd to the 22nd. If I did my math right, I believe that is 19 days. So what in the world do you want to do in the next 19 days? That is great. Like, write this one down. Write this one down. The definition of happiness, you ready? Someone said it. I'm like, it's weird, but it's right. Who wants to know the definition of happiness? Anybody? It's progress. It's like, what? Progress? Think about it. If you're trying to drink less coffee and you start drinking, like, I feel good about that. If you're trying to drink less alcohol and you start drinking less alcohol, if you're trying to grow with your wife or your husband and be more loving and kind, not uptight, right? And be the first one to say you're sorry. No, she needs to say sorry to me. No, that's what children do. Be a man. You say you're sorry. Well, if my wife would say she's sorry, that's childish. You say you're sorry. I do it all the time to my wife. I go, baby, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. And I mean it. And I'm so kind to her. And she just softens. Like, it's not fun being married to me. I'm like the Tasmanian devil. I'm like a wild man, but I've had to learn to say I'm sorry, and it helps her. And then instead of being mad for 3 days, 5 days, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 5 months, we get mad. We have fights. My wife and I have fights. Where are you? Come here, baby. Let's fight. No, are you ready? But we fight for 3 minutes. I mean, it's over in 3 minutes. I mean, it's like over. We've been married 34 years, so we learned how to do this. But like, we just got a book we ordered from Amazon. We're going to read a book together on marriage. Haven't you been to couples retreats? Yeah, a lot of them. Haven't you read books on marriage? A bunch of them. And have you been to counselors? Yep, been to a bunch of counselors. So you're perfect? Nope. You know, it's the old, this shirt should really say, be patient. God isn't finished with me yet. How many of you are like, raise your hand if you are divinely perfect and you're flawless. Raise your hand. We will whip you right now. We'll beat you up right now. Yeah, yeah. It's when he's kidding, but here's the deal: none of us are perfect. None of us are like flawless. We're all flawed human souls in transition. But the book we just ordered, and I came highly recommended to me. I haven't read it yet, in full disclosure, but I've heard again and again and again. It's a great book. So if you're looking for a book to read with your husband or your wife, we ordered 2 copies, babe. Do you remember the name of that book? Come over here. Tell them the name of the book. You ordered it on Amazon. You tell them. See, you guys think I make this stuff up.
Hi, guys.
What book did we just order?
Her Needs, His Needs.
Oh, she got a ding, ding, ding. And we're going to read this book together. We're going to work on our marriage. So I focused on what she needs, like not what I need. I'm focused on her, and then she gets to focus on me. It's all good, but I don't say, well, you're not meeting my needs. I just focus on hers, man, and it'll come. I'm so excited to read that book because I'm still have stuff to learn. I went to Tony Robbins' relationship event 4 years ago. I was blown out. I'm married 30 years. I'm like, how could I not have known this? It was so powerful. Never stop learning. So my question to you is, what is it that you want to do in the next 19 days? And set the momentum in place to just slaughter 2025, not to repeat 2024. I mean, a lot of you had a great year. You're excited, this and that. But man, who wants to repeat it? Let's Kaizen. It's a Japanese word. It means constant, never-ending improvement. Who wants to be a better dad? Who wants to be a better mom? Who wants to be a better husband, friend, better at golf, better at fishing, better hunter? I mean, I don't want to just stay the same. I want to be a better human. Who wants to be a better human being? Right? So what are you reading? What are you listening to? Because I'm preaching to the choir. This is the 1% club. And so we're teaching stuff like this. So let me ask you a question. Tony Robbins says this: massive action creates results. I'm a believer in that. I've done it my whole life. Although I just heard a speaker speak earlier, he kind of made fun of it. And so I saw his point of view, but I'm still a massive action guy because it served me, man. Whenever you get really focused on stuff and you mow the backyard, you rake the leaves, you put in massive action, you get done, you get an iced tea or a lemonade, you stand there with your hands on your hips and you're like, super, I did this. And you get this endorphins, this rush, because progress is the definition of happiness. And you could do it with agent attraction. You could do it with sales. You could do it with all the things. So understand that you will improve. Like, I've tried, I'm not any good. I'm terrible at listings. I'm worse at showing property. I door knock and people sick their dog on me. I call the expireds, they hang up on me. I do the for sale by owners. I do, I get it. Every listing appointment I went on when I was new, I did not get. It used to drive me crazy. So I want to say this: if you're frustrated, that is a very good thing. Write this down. Key salient point number, hopefully 9, if you've been writing them down. Frustration is a precursor to breakthrough. I'll say it again. Frustration is a precursor to breakthrough. When mama's pissed, right? When dad is like, I'm at it. And then what do? I'm fixing the car. I'm cleaning the garage. We're going to get our finances in order. We're going to balance the checkbook. And you stay up till 1 a.m, whatever it takes. And guess what? The checkbook gets bounced. And you go to bed tired, but you go to bed with a smile on your face. And you wake up with a smile on your face. But when you wallow in it, when you sit there and have this woe be me, and I don't know, it won't happen for me. Listen, man, get in motion. Bodies in motion tend to stay in motion. Bodies at rest tend to stay at rest. It's a law of physics. It is momentum. And as you get going, you get the most, and everything you touch starts turning to gold. But when you first start, it's like, ooh, I said that wrong. I did this wrong. And guess what? When that happens, baby, that's good. Because you got to get ugly before you get pretty. I'm not the world's best dancer. Anyone see the movie Hitch? Right? Keep it tight, you big guys. Keep it in tight, man. But I want to jump around and wave my arms, and I look like a complete idiot because I like to sing and I like to dance. I can neither sing nor dance. I'm really not very good either, but it's fun. But here's the deal. If I started ballroom dance lessons with my wife or salsa dancing, and I did it every day for like 9 years. I might be good. I can improve, right? And so you are not stuck being you. Write this down. Key salient point number 10. The biggest room in the world is a room for improvement. That is why I absolutely know that things can be different for you in 2025. But listen to me. If you keep doing like poking it with the stick, right? If we keep going to dance practice lessons once every 6 months, you'll never be good. If you play golf twice a year, 3 times a year at tournaments and drink beer and say hi to everyone, and it's fun to be in the charitable golf tournament, you'll never be any good. But if you commit yourself, if you dig deep and say, this is what I'm going to do, then you get a running partner, someone to go with you. Kathy and I, every single day, we go out for an hour. We walk the beach, we go out in the jungle, and we burn it up, and we just come back sweaty, and we're not running, we're just moving at a really fast pace, and we talk for an hour. That's really good for your relationship. See if your husband will go with you or your wife. And guess what we do? We're also feeling great, and we're drinking a ton of water. I lost 31 pounds just walking for an hour every day and drinking a ton of water and being good. I just lost 30, and I'm fired up if you can't tell. But here's the deal. The definition of happiness is progress. So what is it you're going to do in the next 19 days? Maybe you need to pay off debt. Maybe you need to make some sales and earn some money. Do you know you could show property tomorrow, write an offer and close it in 10 days and get paid before Christmas? All the time, every state, been all over the country. Well, okay, I've been in probably 25 of the states. Oh, no, in California, you can do a loan in 10 days, not here. Every single state. I go, any lenders here? Come see me back room. Can you do a loan start to finish in 10 days? The answer is yes, if they have good credit and a documentable job. Yeah, we could do it in 10 days. We don't advertise it because they don't always want to go that fast. But I'm telling you, if you write an offer and you close in 10 and everyone else closes in 30 and you give the seller what he wants, his money in 10 days, maybe that listing agent needs to get paid for Christmas too, and you get them paid in 10 days. Maybe they choose you over everybody else. Like never do a 30-day escrow the rest of your life. I beg you. Well, my lender can't do them at 10. Get a new lender. I'm hustling. I was doing open houses from 9 in the morning till 9 at night on Saturday. I'd do it again on Sunday. Forever? No, for like 3 months. At the end of 3 months, I had 90 clients. You don't have 90 clients because you didn't do massive action. I did massive action. Signs you put out 30. Oh my gosh. It's 112 in Sacramento. Yeah. I would be sweating. I'd have to practically shower off, change clothes, towel off, put on fresh clothes, lock the front door, back in 10 minutes because it was 112. And I do it in the rain. We're talking sideways, a bunch of things. But guess what? In 3 months, I had 90 clients. I quit doing the Saturday open houses. What'd you do on Saturdays? I had so many. You have 90 clients. What do you think I did on Saturdays? Go water skiing? Go snowboarding? No. I show property at 9, 11, 1, 3, 5, 7. It exactly on the button. At 9, 11, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 at night. Their homes are locked at 9. I know. Get the keys out of the vacant homes before the lockbox quits working. You could do that? No, totally you can't. Anyways, I would show property at 9 o'clock. Get the key out of the lockbox, hold it in your pocket. You're the last one to go in. It's getting dark. And I've shown property at 1 in the morning and only in vacant houses. If this is occupied homes and people have guns, bad plan. But if the home is vacant, I've shown home properties at 1 a.m. because the husband didn't get off from the airlines till 12:30. I'll meet you at the house at 1. Well, you're kind of extreme. Yes. Yes. I'm extreme. You got to be extreme. I'm like, you just and you make $1 million a year in real estate. Every single high performer, like, listen to me, if you haven't got the newsflash, the highest paid profession in the world is sales. It is not being a doctor. I make so much more than a doctor. Doctors don't make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, but I do. Why? Because I'm a sales guy. What is sales? Yeah, not that kind of grimy sales. You know what sales is? It takes incredibly good human skills. You have to get people to know, like, and trust you. They don't know underneath. It's like a swan going across a pond, but underneath the water, the feet don't. They're motoring, but on top, they see how calm I am, how nice. How are you? And they don't realize under the hood, life's a Tasmanian devil. And I work with people's best interests. We have a fiduciary. I'm not saying not to have a fiduciary. Yes, but I am inspired, and I'm going to find a way. I found a way to get the listing agents to present my offers in 10 minutes. And it's easy to get the listing agent to present it. Like, how do you do that? You suck and you're horrible for a long time, and then you go, enough is enough. And you write enough offers, you feel like I can get a seller, a listing agent, when they say, we're not presenting offers Tuesday night. Oh, I know you're not presenting offers till Tuesday night, Wendy, but I just sent you an offer. It expires at 9 o'clock tonight. We can't wait. Totally get it. We're going to go buy a different home tomorrow. Reverse the FOMO. Fear of missing out. Reverse the FOMO and go, just let your sellers know. I'm sure they'd be upset. They have a more full price offer that closes in 10 days and they could stay for 45 days rent free, no security deposit. It's a dream offer and it expires at 9 o'clock tonight. So the offer's in your inbox. I just sent it. And then I sent a text highlight. Just copy and paste and send them the text. I hate to see them be upset. No, they missed out on that. And they go, oh, okay, yeah, I could just copy that. That's presenting the offer. You can say present the offers, meet with the clients, going over every line. No, I get them just copy. I read a really cool. Hey, number one, earnest money deposits, $20,000. Number two, it's an as-is purchase. Number three, we close in 10 days. Number four, you get paid and the seller gets paid their proceeds in 10 days. Number five, we're going to the seller stay for 45 days. And number six, they're going to go skipping on to their next house and it's going to be over. It's going to be great. My lender's going to call you number seven in the next 30 seconds. And then I tell them, go call Wendy Goss, boom. And they call within 30 seconds, or you're not going to be my lender. You got to have some hustle. You got to have some fire in the belly. You have some passion. I treat my lender so good. I treat my escrow officer so good. I'm loving, but I expect a lot of myself. And I expect them. I said, man, if I say go, you get off the phone, say I have an emergency. I'll be right back. It's a positive emergency. I'll be right back. Walk in the boom. Hey, Wendy Goss. This is Sam Anderson. I'm Brent Gove's lender. He sent you an offer on Melanie Weaver and Tom Weaver, and they're writing a more than full price offer on XYZ. We're ready to go. All I need is a fully executed purchase contract. I'm going to order the appraisal in a rush, and we will fund and close this in 9 days, actually. Oh my gosh, that just doesn't happen. It's called passion. It's called focus. You can move mountains with this kind of stuff. Like, well, I'm not you. I know. I wasn't me either. I was terrible. I would write offers and lose all the time because I did 30-day close. Oh, the seller wants a 60-day close. Fine. We close in 10 and give them a 48-day rent back. Or a 50-day rent back, 10 and 50, 60. They just don't want to move for 60 days. They don't want to move for 60 days. So what does 60 escrow? Don't listen to listing agent in that case. Go, we'll close in 10. Would you like to get paid before Christmas? Seller can have all their money before Christmas. We'll give them 50 days. No rent free. As is, no security deposit or something happens to the house. Nothing ever happens to the house. And if it does, you get a contract to back you up. And besides the way that usually that little chintzy $1,000 security deposit you asked for or $2,000 ain't going to cover it anyway. And I've had sellers like, I don't know. Well, let's see if better offers come in. When there's no security deposit, like, yeah, we'll take that. Free rent, we'll take that. So I want to say this, be super positive. Write this down. I just learned, because I'm a student of life, just heard a speaker. If you're positive, mindset, 35% more sales. Write this down. You need to be more positive. Trust me. 35% more sales, agent attraction. Of course, they're going to be excited about XP. Of course, they're going to come to Cabo. When's the last time someone invited you to Cabo to have a great time? Hey, I'll pay for your event ticket. You just get down there. I'll pay for your room the first 2 nights. It's only 4 nights, and invest some money and get people there. When I was at Keller Williams as a team leader, I booked 70 rooms in New Orleans, 70, because I was bringing people, baby. Because if they would go to their family reunion at Keller Williams and they meet you guys, the people sponsor the people. I booked 70 rooms. It doesn't always work out. I think I only used 40. Had to pay for 30 empty rooms. So maybe you shouldn't do 70. I learned a lesson. But when's the last time you booked 70 rooms or 30 rooms? How about 3 rooms? Well, that takes money. You had money, Brent. No, I didn't. I borrowed $100,000 when I got in EXP. I borrowed $100,000. I used borrowed money at a 10% interest rate. Paid it back in 4 months. That's $10,000 in 3 months. It's the rate on that was like 40% a year interest rate. Like, here's some more. It was crazy. But so don't tell me you like I have money, you don't, that's why you can't. No, what I had was a determination. And so I want to say this, be positive, 35% more sales. Now, you ready for this one? That's not the cool part. What we learned is if you're super positive, like really positive, 85%. 85% if you're radically positive. And use sports. You have your son or your daughter, I suck at soccer. I'm horrible at golf. I'm terrible at tennis. You ever shot a 3-throw? Oh, God, I'm probably going to embarrass myself. It's probably going to miss the rim. I won't even hit the rim. It's going to be an air ball. It's going to be an air ball. It's going to be an air ball. It's an air ball. You get what you focus on. How about what Michael Jordan said? Look at that, good. Elbow in, hand in the bucket, nothing but net. What do you say? Nothing but net. Tiger Woods, he was like, oh, probably going to 4-putt, 3-putt. No, he's like, it's a 40-foot, breaking left to right, then back to the left at the very end, back to the right, and it's going in, baby. That helps a lot more than, man, this thing doesn't have a prayer in the world. You show them property, they'll probably just buy new construction 6 months. Probably just waste my time. Go on a listing appointment, I probably won't get it. A couple of bankers going to get it. Mindset, baby. And like, well, it doesn't mean I'm going to get it. I know, but you thinking it is, I'm going to brick. I'm going to totally miss. They're not going to, I'm going to show property and waste my time this weekend. I'm going to go on a listing and not get it. You thinking that does not help at all. So you got, it's a muscle. It's a muscle. Work on your being positive. You tell your kids, your daughter comes home and she says, Mom, the boys don't like me. I don't think I'll ever get married. Or your son, I just can't, I have a 20-year-old son. I'm like, go get a girlfriend or something, you know what I mean? And he hasn't met the right one. But when I like the daughter thing, because I got 4 daughters and I've had them come to me sad. And I have a 25-year-old that wants to get married right now. And just, she goes, I just want to be a mom and have a kid and have a family. That's what she wants to do. And she doesn't even have a boyfriend right now. And she's amazing. She's amazing. Do you think I said, yep, and you never will. You're going to die lonely. You don't have a prayer. No, what do you think I said? I said, God has a plan for your life to bless you. It's going to be amazing. It's so easy to say that to your niece, your nephew, your son, your daughter, your best friend when they're going through a hard time. But for you, you're like, well, yeah, not for me. I mean, for Coach Randy Bird, sure. Matthew Stewart, sure. Jackson Steve, yeah, Jackson. But Levi McDonald, yeah, but not me. Yes, you. The problem is you. You don't believe it because you haven't read the books. Go read The Richest Man in Babylon. Go read The Greatest Salesman That Ever Lived. Go read The Friendship Factor by Alan Lloyd McGinnis. Oh, it's getting good. I'm slobbering. Go read Success, The Glenn Bland Method. Go read The Legend of Golden Scrolls. Go read The Noticer by Andy Andrews. I've read this, but go read Dale Carnegie's How to Influence and Influence People. I read that. I haven't read those just dumb sales books. Write this one down. Key salient point number 19, don't pay the dumb tax. Stop paying the dumb tax. Listen to healthy podcasts. Watch healthy YouTube stuff. Read the books. This is how we get there. Wendy Gossett was killing it because she picked a mentor, a sensei, Krista Mayshore, copied her. Success Leaves Clues, just copied and killed it. I was talking to a guy named Colton. He's killing it. I go, how'd you do it? He goes, man, I got my girlfriend pregnant at 16, dropped out of high school. By the time I was 24, we're in like Albuquerque, moved to Orange County. And now he's like really old. He's like 33. And he's going to do 250 million in sales this year. I go, how'd you do it? He goes, I've always had a knack for getting in the right rooms. I got around really good people. I listened and I implemented. It didn't all work, but I found things that worked for me. He's doing $250 million in sales this year. He's 33 years old. Got his girlfriend pregnant at 16. Success leaves clues. You don't have to create it. You have to duplicate it. You have to see it and do it. But you gotta risk your ego. Your ego's not your amigo. So today, we were going to share the blueprint for agent attraction. Levi, unmute yourself, and you guys we're gonna do the. I believe there was a blueprint we're gonna put up for what you guys are doing. Right? Am I crazy or wrong? Levi,
you're not crazy or wrong. I may be a little crazy or wrong, but I don't have anything to put up. But we can definitely discuss it. I know Terry is doing an event today, and I don't know if she's on or not.
Oh. Yeah, she was. Yeah, that's right. Terry was the one who was going to come back. Okay, we'll try to save that for next week. I went a little long today anyway. But so next week she has a kind of a blueprint for how she's doing your guys's. What do you call your program again, Levi?
It is the 40 by 40 in 90 days agent challenge. 40 by 90 days.
I'm on a health challenge called the 88. You could do the 27, the 13, the 98. Just make some. I have the 1% club. You're on it right now. Create something fun. The Sizzle Razzle Dazzle Club. Just create your club. Clark Broom did the Del Taco Club. They would meet and have tacos. Every one of those guys became millionaires. Create your club, create a group, say, we're going to hold each other accountable, not in the military, but we're going to love each other, man. And then go do it. Go do it. I want to unmute the mics for you guys. And I want you to comment on what you just heard. Like, what did I say that spoke to you about either being positive, massive action, approaching things in a new way, not participating in the recession of December, and waiting till next January 14th to kind of get 2025 going? What if you could have so much momentum, you steamroll through Christmas, you still enjoy your family, you work when it's time to work, you play when it's time to play, and then you're going to get that time off between Christmas and New Year's. That is a time I really think you should take off. That's why I said kill it till the 22nd. Then go enjoy your family till the 2nd of January. But you'll have momentum instead of starting from a dead stop, the frozen chosen. So I would love to hear from somebody. If you could hit reactions and then hit your hand, because I can't see you guys. What did I say that maybe sparked you that you related to from your notes that hopefully you were just taking down? So Wendy Gossam, please, if you throw your hand up, I want to hear how that hit you. Wendy, fire away. Thank you, Herb.
Yeah, so I just feel like you're talking to me, and we are full speed ahead. Like, I'm not even kidding. This is December and I am not slowing down. So
Good.
I get that. And my whole team is like on fire. We have a Cabo contest. People are trying to crush each other, getting most production, getting the most agents here. So super excited. And we are going to, yeah, go into the new year. Very, very happy.
Love it. And how does it feel when you're working at it and you got momentum? It's encouraging to your soul, to your heart, right?
Oh yeah, it feels good. And I feel like I have more clear of a plan than I ever have.
I
So
love it. Thank you.
thank you.
Herb, fire away. We're going to go real fast to these people.
I gotta
Thank
say, you know, keep the positive mindset. I never forget in sales. My first sales job out there, I was in front of this office building. We were selling office copiers, and my partner over next to me said, "You got to go in with the positive mindset that you're going to get the deal." And I always remember that. So all of this has to do with mindset. 100% resonates.
awesome.
1,000% on that. So
That's awesome. Herb, quick question. What year were you selling copiers?
a long time ago, maybe
Oh, man.
maybe
What
like
year? You can
30.
do this.
Probably, let's see, 1998-ish.
I retired from selling copiers in 1988, bro. I was 10 years in front of you. I sold Savin photocopiers. They had liquid toner in there, not the dry powder. If they would mix too much, my card, I got in an accident. It ruined through liquid. Anyways, that was really fun. But I sold Savin photocopiers in 88. Go copier salesman of the world. By the way, Herb, I really finished that point, and I'm going to go into Jared, but the highest paid professions in the world are in sales. There's just no ceiling. The only ceiling is you, man. And you'll figure it out. You can change it, grow. Well, I haven't done it yet. You can, right? Jared, thank you, Herb. Jared.
Happiness is progress. I follow that all the time. I've been writing down goals since I was 17 years old. This was number one when I was 17. You can see there's a lot of crosses through these things. When I get to page 2, if we look, 2014, I had earn over $20,000 a year selling in real estate. By the time we get to the bottom of the page, it's earning multi-seven figures and it's crossed out. So if you're following progress and you're writing the goals down, you can see within one page, we've gone from $20,000 a year in commissions to $1 million a year in commissions. And so while I was sitting here, I was actually onto my page 3 writing, because I thought, man, I haven't 3. So got to set bigger goals, I guess.
I love it. Without a dream, how can you have a dream come true? How many, like a lot of people, do you own a home or 2 or 3? You know, I've bought a couple rental properties. I own a couple homes. When you start going really kind of figure it out, you start saying, how many doors do you own? So I'm going to ask Jared. Jared, how many doors do you own now?
200 as of 2 weeks ago, because we just closed on a 60 unit, but I already have a 53 under contract that I'm supposed to close on January 15th that I'm raising cash for right this second. And I have an 8 unit that we're selling that drops $1 million in my pocket. And so I'm looking at another 52 to replace that with. So we could technically be at over 300 doors by probably February, March, but I just hit 200 about 2 weeks ago.
So what are you, 80 years old? You've been doing this for like 60 years now. How old are you, Jared?
35.
35.
35.
35. See, I've been to Richmond, Virginia. You massive action. Get yourself out of the people pile. Well, I want to speak in Cabo. Then do something great, man. Light yourself on fire. You could do this. Jared, you're awesome, man. Proud of you. Melanie Weaver, take it away. What do you got? Thank you, Jared.
What I got was be a maniac, be super positive, super passionate, and God has a plan for all of our lives.
Come on. I love it. And then if you're positive and you put in all that action, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I had here in my notes where it says, and get on your knees and pray. Get before God. Say, God, help a brother out. And come on, Lord. I've laid down flat on the ground and begged God. I gave blood today. Where's my little blood thing? But I've laid on the ground and begged God to help me. Like for grocery money. Like we've been there. Went bankrupt in 96 and didn't have food money. I know what it's like not to have food for my family. So that's a good place. Humble's good. He'll lift you up. Yes, fire away. Michelle, what's up? There you are.
Hi, good day, everyone. It's your favorite MBA realtor. So listen, the biggest takeaway I'm getting is gratitude. I just came from a Tony Robbins event, and when I tell you I am on fire, unstoppable, yeah, it was amazing, and I can't wait to go back to another event. So just being on this call with you, Brent, is just confirmation. It's confirmation that I'm on the right track. Just to keep positive, right? The glass is always half full, right? Like I don't see anything negative, no matter what happens. Things happen to me every day and I don't see it. I just keep positive. I keep thinking about moving forward and taking massive actions towards everything that I have going on. I have a coaching program that's been taking off, and I'm like, God is like, put on your seatbelt, buckle up.
Buckle up. I love it.
Yeah.
That's
So
beautiful.
thank you,
And you want to let him be the pilot, you be the co-pilot. Get in, hold on. We're going to drive it like we stole it. That is awesome. How long have you been in real estate, Michelle?
Yes. So I got licensed in 2018. I'm in New York and New Jersey.
Nice. And how many homes you sell in a year now? 15, 20, 25 or?
So my average is around 18 to 20, but I need to hit icon agent this year. So 2025, y'all looking at the future icon agent here.
Come on, do it and keep going to Tony. I've been to like 7 Tony Robbins events. The last one I went to was the best one ever. And when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And it's like, what are you dumb? Why do you keep going? Because I want to grow, man. Interior success equals exterior success. Everyone wants the home, the car, the travel, the money in the bank. That's exterior stuff. Starts with what's going on in here. I'll see you in Las Vegas for 10X Grant Cardone, the last one he's ever doing. He's not doing another growth con. I hope you're coming to Cabo. Cabo will change your life. Pace Morby. Jared, do you, and thank you, Michelle. Thank you. You're
Thank
awesome.
you.
Jared, do you know Pace Morby?
I know the name and I've looked him up and I've seen a little bit about what he does, but I haven't seen him speak.
He owns $500 million worth of real estate. He did it all like in the last 5-10 years. And he's going to teach you how to do it. Pace Morby alone will change your life forever if you come to Cabo. Get to Cabo, walk to Cabo, hike to Cabo, sleep in the parking lot, do whatever you got to do. Get to Cabo. I promise you, it'll change your life. Clark Broom, the floor is yours.
Yes, the thing I picked up the most, and this is all right on, Brent, absolutely. The more frustrated you are, the closer you are to a breakthrough. And I've learned that so many times, and I follow the same path you do, Brent. Every December, when I was in production, was my best month. In building my other businesses, I went into qualifications all in December. And
that's awesome.
Because we made it happen, because it made the rest of the year, have a saying, rise and thrive in 25. So
come on.
Yeah,
I love it. Go Clark. And by the way, frustration is a precursor to breakthrough. So if you're frustrated, good. Misery is not. If you're miserable, get out of whatever has got you in that misery. Misery is like I'm victim mentality. You are the solution. You're also the problem. So get working on the problem. Carmen, thank you, Clark.
You're welcome.
What I learned from you is like you're humble. You're very, very humble. And I want to say thank you because you allow me to be in the right room. I'm thinking always to be next to you because you are always in the right room. And really, I appreciate because you share everything that you learn with us. Really, really, really. Thank you so much.
I love you, Carmen. By the way, I watch you more than probably a lot of people on here because you're always smiling at me. The speaker's always looking at you, Levi, Jason, I've been watching you guys, man. Steve Hilliard driving his car. I watch Steve there. Steve doesn't think I see him. I see him with a little earbud in. Yep. I love you, buddy. Dear friend of mine. Steve and I have been friends for 40 years. We go back. I watch you guys all the time. You think he's not watching Frank Crandall? Look at that beautiful backdrop. I look at you all the time, Frank. Tom, you guys are amazing. I love you guys. But Carmen, your smile can change the world. It smiles is disarming. It's a really good thing. Very encouraging. Aaron, thank you, Carmen. Aaron, you're up.
How are you?
I'm great.
Awesome. I think I met you recently at EXPCon in your penthouse, and I'm lucky I took the Uber ride 45 minutes. And I'm doing 40 to 50 deals a year right now, which is great. But I really want to focus on this recruiting stuff more. So I'm going to make it my business to show up here more and participate. So I just wanted to say I appreciate you and what you're giving back to everyone, because it does mean
awesome. A lot. Have you been to the website cabo25.com?
Yes, I'm scrolling through it.
Good. And we changed the domain name, you guys. Cabo, there it is, cabo25.com. Ed Milet, Tom Ferry, Pace Morby's going to be on here this week. You'll see Pace Morby, he's right up. I just confirmed with Gary Brecka. He and Sage are going to come hang out. You hang out with Gary Brecka in the gym, at the pool, on the beach. You can work out with Gary Brecka every morning. It's going to be awesome. So come. It's a 5-day event for $597. You cannot miss it. You have to be there. Okay, let's go back to, we got 2 more people, then we're done. Melody, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Melody, fire away.
Brent, I just have to say, I'm your biggest fan. I absolutely love you. I was at the gym yesterday. I was on the treadmill. Whenever I need a little source of inspiration, I just throw on one of your YouTube videos and I could just hear myself talking to you in my head. And I think to myself, I wonder what Brent would do if he was in this situation. I talk to you all the time, and I even prayed for you yesterday when I was in the steam room. I prayed for you because I thought to myself, God, I'm so lucky to even know people like Brent. It is so cool that people like him just exist on this planet. And so I just wanted to share my gratitude with you. I'm local. I'm in the Bay Area. I live in Walnut Creek. We've never met. I would love to meet you one day. I know you're having a holiday party soon. I might come. Just to meet you.
Northern California, come. It's on BrentGove.com. Upcoming events in Northern California. Come to the Christmas party. Well, thank you very much for your prayers. Wow. I don't even know what to say. That was thank you. I don't deserve you guys. I love you guys. I pray for you guys. I get on my knees and beg God for breakthroughs for you guys. Thank you, Melody. God bless you. And I can't wait to meet you. Come to Cabo. Come to Cabo. Tom, final one. Tom Costello. Tom introduced me to my wife 35 years ago. I've been married 34 years. I would not know my wife. I would not be married when I have 8 children. Thank you, Tom. Go ahead.
Welcome, brother. That was my best recruiting job yet. Introducing Brent to Kathy. Still waiting for that rev share check though, baby.
Anyway, there she is. I don't deserve it. Pretty.
Kathy's awesome. I can really identify with what Clark is saying about breakthrough happening, frustration leading, breakdown. It's to what Tony Robbins says, breakdown precedes breakthrough. And man, I feel that. And what I get from Brent constantly is that, when you hear him say, like, I was begging for food money, I'm on my face at an open house begging for clients. Man, can I relate to that? This year has been like a gut punch, like a sucker punch to the head or to the gut. It's been tough. And what I get from Brent most is that the difference between, we all go through crap. Like, we all are on the struggle bus, and I'm on it right now. I can promise you that. But I feel like the difference between those that get through, they say when you're going through hell, don't stop, keep going. Because you can just sit there and waller in your own piss and moan and groan and, roll over and wet on yourself, or you can get up and man up or woman up and get through it. And the difference, though, is what you're feeding your mind. Brent says this all the time. Clark says this all the time, and they are products of this business. Randy Bird says it all the time. It's what you garbage in, garbage out. It's what you're feeding your mind. And you just said it, Melanie, and about putting on a Brent video or a Clark video or a Jim Floor video or a whoever video, Tony Robbins video. I love them all. And man, it's faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. man, I cannot see it. I feel like I'm Diana Nyad swimming from Cuba to Florida in the clouds, in the street, the fog. I can't see the shore, but I'm believing that it's there. And man, although you are on my prayer list, and I hope I'm on yours because I need it. But I know that God's faithful. I know the character of God, and I know that this business works. So I'm going to keep following my leaders. I'm going to keep doing what I need to do because I'm in it. So I'm more than anything, I'm guarding what I put in my head and in my mind because that
There you
makes a
go.
difference between whether I believe or whether I doubt.
I love it. I love it, Tommy. Thank you, man. You're a good man. Thank you. By the way, he's sang at our wedding. And if you're wondering what he sounds like behind the keyboards, he sounds like and you have to be old to know who I'm talking about. But remember Richard Marx from the 80s? He's the guy who can sing. Go to YouTube, put Richard Marx songs, listen to him.
Bringing back the mullet, baby.
Yeah.
In my defense, I was only 10 years old at the time. I'm well preserved like Brent, but yeah.
He's a good singer. Okay, guys, we're going to start in 2 minutes with Mastering Sales. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a 5-minute segment. And Karen Head and Chris Fritch, call me. I need to talk to both of you right now. Call my phone. Love you guys. Bye. We'll see you in 2 minutes. Mastering Sales. Thank you, Tom.